So already Robbie seems to be in a little bit better mood because we came to visit one of his favorite people, his sisters, who he loves and adores because he knows they love him. So I think, judging on the fact that yesterday he came home all smiles and in the best mood I've seen him in weeks, and then today he was left with a woman that I think really rubs him the wrong way, that he does not like, and now he's miserable. I think the aggressive behavior is because he's deciding who he likes and who he doesn't like. And you know what? Robbie has kind of a sixth sense. He picks up on people. He picks up their vibe or their aura or their spirit, whatever you want to call it. He's sensitive to it. And I was explaining to the women, it's like, I learned a lot from watching The Dog Whisperer. I think his methods work as well with people as they do with dogs. You need to be calm and assertive. And just like a dog picks up on whether somebody is weak or if they're the alpha dog, you know, you can't be hyper and yappy and you can't be nervous like some owners are, you know, nervous. And I see some mothers that are that way with their autistic kids, or they're fearful, or, you know, or they're just too jittery, or they're weepy and crying and weak. The dog's going to get away with all kinds of behavior with people like that. And it's the same thing with Robbie. He's going to pick up on who you are. So if you're nasty and ugly on the inside, he's going to pick up on that right away. If you have an attitude toward him, he's going to pick up on it. But if you love him, you don't even have to love him. You just have to be a good person on the inside. You have to be nice and loving on the inside. He's going to pick up on that. And as a person, if you like him, he's going to like you. And, you know, who's the adult and who's the child is, you know, that's how I feel. Like, he is a child on the inside, and you need to be the strong one, you need to be the adult, and you need to just give him unconditional love. And I'm sure they're just fearful because they don't know what to do and they don't know how to handle him. I have to look out for my child. I have to look out for him, and if he gets overly upset, it's not good. It's going to be a problem. The first thing you're going to see from him is aggression, and then what's going to happen next is he's going to become depressed. He's going to get lethargic. He is going to begin laying around in bed, covering himself up with a blanket, and what's going to come after that is he's going to start to throw up, and then he's going to have a grand mal seizure, and we're going to have to call 911 and take a ride in the ambulance and spend the day in the emergency room at the hospital. That's how bad this gets. And been there, done that too many times, and I will avoid it at all costs. And if people need to be removed from their job, you know, I don't want to see anybody get fired, but just, you know, then go work at a different house with easier to handle people. I need people that can handle kids with autism, and I need and there are plenty of people that are wonderful at their job, because I've been at this for 23 years, and there are plenty of people that are very good with people with autism. They have the right personality for it, the right demeanor for it. I don't have the patience for it, you know, but my daughter does. And that's why I encouraged her to become a teacher of handicapped kids, because I knew she had the perfect personality for it. You know, there's plenty of people out there that are wonderful with them. That's who my son needs. And so my next quest is making sure that they get the right staff to come in and work with my son, because I'm not gonna, I have to protect him. That's my job as his mom. I'm his advocate and his protector and his provider. And we need to fix it. Right, Rob? Hey, silly. What you doing? Oh, you find my papers on the floor? What are you doing? You gonna throw them at me? Oh yeah, you're hilarious. You're funny. You're funny. Look, look. See, he's being silly. He's being silly. But that's because we just visited his sister and he's in a better mood. Right, Rob? Right? Did you see Dee Dee? Did you see Dee Dee Bones? Did you see his sister Denise? Yes. Yeah, let's go walk. Right? Oh, see, now he's waiting for me. Now he's being really good. Right, you following me, Rob? Come on.
Not a soul can bust this team in two. We stick together like glue. And when it's sleeping time, that's when we ride. We stop to swing. Our clocks don't chime.
What's up, Rob? Yes. Right now we're just on watch. All right, Rob? Trying to keep him happy. Because we don't need any throwing up and we don't need any seizures. Yeah. We need him to perk up. Right, Rob? We need you to perk up. I want to see happy. So don't throw it. Thank you. Nice. Good job. He doesn't have the fine motor skills to twist off a cap, so he invented his own way to get the cap off. Right, Rob? Silly. You're silly. Take a sip. Okay, that's enough. Good. 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 That usually makes him happy. So it's 7:30 at night and I'm home here because I came to take a shower. What I've been doing is, as they have activities at night, I'll leave him with them for a couple hours and I'll run home, eat dinner, take a shower, and then go back. The one thing that I really like about this organization is they're very structured and organized, and they have planned activities, which is perfect for Robbie. So one night they went to bingo, last night they had a Christmas party. I don't even remember what the activities were, but they go out, they leave at 6:30, they get to the program at 7, they do their activity, and then they're back home by 9, and they're ready to go to bed, and they go to bed. So that has given me time to run home and, take a shower. Today's Saturday, and they had a daytime activity, not a nighttime activity, and Robbie refused to go. When they went to leave, it was the woman that he didn't like, so he pushed her twice, and they gave up and said, forget it, we're not going out. So I picked him up and I took him out and I took him for a ride, and we went to visit his sister, and then we went out to the store and came back, and then I brought him back to the home to eat dinner at 6. And then we hung around and watched TV for a while. They gave him his 7 o'clock meds, and I brought him back out for a ride, and I stopped here to grab dinner and grab a shower. Now you're probably wondering where my husband is in all this. Well, my other son, my baby, who is 17, who's a senior in high school, has the flu. So when I stopped home this morning, I found out he was up all night vomiting. He probably threw up 15 times, according to him. He has a fever and the chills, and he feels lousy. So my husband has been here taking care of my other son. but I needed him right now. I stopped home and I said, please take Robbie out for a ride in the car. So they're in my car driving around so I could take a shower, and he's keeping Robbie occupied because I don't want him here in the house because I don't want Robbie catching the flu from my other son. So they're out driving around. So I just heard them come in. I just heard the door downstairs, so I'm gonna have to shut this down now and go grab my dinner and head back to Robbie's house so he can get his 8 o'clock meds, have his shower, and start winding down and getting ready for bed. And let's all pray that he goes to sleep.
You see a wall? Yeah? Yeah? What a lovely dude, I'm so proud.
I've been walking hard and I've made a mess of me. The person that I've been
Okay,
lately.
do nice. Don't throw it. Go on.
Stay here right beside me.
Where's Daddy?
As a storm blows through.
Get Daddy smooch.
I need you.
Kiss on the nose.
God gave me
Kiss on the nose.
ups and downs.
It's my favorite one.